Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Atlanta edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, innovative anti-aging skincare products, full immersion language education, expert legal advice, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
In recent years, there has been a growing trend towards embracing natural and sustainable lifestyles. One notable transformation is the rise of plant-based makeup, a movement that goes beyond aesthetics to promote eco-friendly and cruelty-free beauty options.
I remember when I was like 8 years old, people used to call my mom for different types of ails, and she was able to make things from plants and ingredients that were not harmful. We are going places, we feel good about what we're doing, and we're only going to get better.
I was challenged with finding products that did work for me that wouldn't break me out or make me itch or sting or burn. I also had challenges with foundations and makeup. I wanted to have foundations that matched and also that made me look extremely beautiful. I couldn't find that. That was a challenge for me. So that was one of the reasons that I began to think maybe I should create a line for myself that addressed my needs, and I realized that other people had the same problems that I had. When I was thinking in terms of skincare, what I thought about was, I wonder if I could make a skincare product from plants. I knew that if I was going to do this, I had to give it everything that I had, and that I couldn't walk out there and be fearful. So I took a really serious faith walk, and I'm so glad that I did. What I was able to create, not only do I love, but a lot of other women and men love the same product. The Aularale brand is absolutely a wonderful product line.
Aularale products are strategically named after plants, as they are the inspiration to make clean beauty products available to everyone.
There are no doubt other clean beauty brands, and there are other products on the marketplace. But what we do at Aularale is keep our head to the ground and our ears open. We listen to what the needs are from the people, and we solve that problem. Creating products that don't irritate the skin and are effective is very important. So we take pride in making sure that these products are sourced naturally and that they work. The Herbal Relief Spray is a wonderful product. It's a difficult product to source, but it's absolutely providing a great service to people who need it.
When you use all natural products, you're actually avoiding something called EDCs, which are endocrine disrupting chemicals. So if you have altering chemicals, what is that going to do to the human body and fertility? When you have an all-natural line that you love so much, it's like taking all of your kids and picking a favorite one. It's just not fair. If I had to pick one, it's the freshener. And it has this beautiful citrus smell to it, so you just feel invigorated and fresh and clean.
I found with Aularale, I can use it continuously. It smoothed my skin, it controlled my oiliness. In my specialty of healthcare profession, I'm able to provide the resources and referrals for many of the clients and customers that I meet and greet.
Aularale is special because it has everything that you need. You don't have to look anywhere else. My favorite is the moisturizer. I have normal to dry skin. A lot of times, especially in the wintertime, my skin is dry, but when I put on that moisturizer, it makes such a difference.
These products are so special because the Aularale brand actually answers a lot of questions that a lot of people have about their health care, and skincare is included in that. The Herbal Relief Spray and the Foot Care Cream have helped many people who have diabetes to have better skin care. My favorite product is Herbal Relief Spray because so many people have been helped.
I feel the products are special because they are a benefit to the skin. My favorite product is probably the foundation. It matches the skin color and it just gives you a nice natural look.
Aularale cosmetics are so special because they're natural, they're plant-based. Society nowadays are more aware and they're wanting to make better choices for themselves. I like the skincare products. I utilize them on a daily basis before I go to sleep. I wake up and my skin is still feeling really good.
The line has grown to over 150 items. The reason for that growth is from the past success of our products. We are excited about the future of the business. We will continue to listen, and we will continue to make products that people need.
To learn more about Aularale, visit the website at aularale.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Good education is so crucial, and these children are learning in a new way. Let's watch and see what we can learn too.
Exposure to different languages promotes cultural understanding and communication skills, preparing children for a globalized world. Consider the possibilities in a child's life when they are fluent in 4 out of the 5 most widely spoken languages.
The Quadrilingual Academy is a language school that teaches French, Spanish, English, and Chinese to every student at the school every day. Language is something that goes so far beyond just language itself. They have access to a part of their brain that their monolingual counterparts don't. It gives them so many advantages for problem-solving skills, for the way that they look at the world, and their ability to deduce information and understand what is just.
No need to pick a language track. The Quadrilingual Academy strives to make children lifelong learners of Spanish, French, Chinese, and English.
The Quad accepts students 1 year of age, and we go through 3rd grade. We will be adding a grade each year through 5th grade. What I love about the Quad is that we offer 4 languages. Learning multiple languages at the same time does not cause a delay, and we actually have scientific research to support that. Learning a 3rd or even 4th language does not affect the primary home language. OTO is 1 teacher, 1 language. We are 100% immersion, where teachers just naturally speak their mother tongues to our students, and these students just organically pick up the language.
Over 275 million people speak French, so I feel like my children I teach at the school would be able to communicate, and they would be able to connect. That's why I love teaching so much. My children are in my class from 8 to 9, and then they transition to Spanish class, to Chinese class, to English class. In between, they will have recess, music class, PE, computer classes.
The Quadrilingual Academy celebrates all people for their differences and traditions.
The mission statement of the school is really to raise the next generation of international citizens that can work anywhere, love anyone that they want to love, connect with people all across the world. We have lots of celebrations. We do different performances like Hispanic Heritage, Chinese New Year performances. We're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. All of our teachers have such amazing cultures and all dress up and wear their unique backgrounds, and they also bring in amazing food. We really get the opportunity to see so many different styles of existence and living that it's the new norm for our kids.
My family immigrated here from Cambodia in the 70s, and I grew up in rural North Carolina where there weren't a whole lot of kids that looked like me. That created a lot of friction for me at home with my own culture. I think that if those kids had been exposed to other cultures early on, it might not have been so difficult. When I send my kids to the Quad every day for school, I know all of the kids understand and respect cultures and differences between people.
Our boys are growing up in a world where requirements of children in the future are going to be different. And so for us, we wanted to give them an advantage of having the gift of just multiple languages. And we've got more than we bargained for with 4 at the Quad. The experience has been phenomenal for our family. Our boys feel loved. The teachers here are educators at what they do. And we feel like the Quad is really at the leading edge of that. And that's why we're here.
By about age 8, the language centers in the brain start to harden. So if these children have developed proficiency in some level of fluency by age 8, the chance that they'll keep those languages throughout the rest of their life is really strong. The children will be able to work anywhere in the world and really make a strong contribution to society at a global level. We'd really like to see the return of stable grant funding, and there's legislation at the House right now that could bring that back at a federal level. We purchased a property that has 2 buildings and 32,000 square feet, and we are starting renovations, hopefully to move in by early 2025 and really give these kids the place that they need to succeed.
I cannot wait to see what our children, the Quad family's children, what they all become, the amazing things that they grow up to do. The future is so bright, and I can't wait to see what becomes of them.
To learn more about the Quadrilingual Academy, visit the website at thequadacademy.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Stressful situations can be made worse if the legal advice isn't up to par. That's why it's crucial to find the best.
When you walked out of your house this morning, you didn't expect to get into a car accident. No one expects to. When the unfortunate does happen, it's crucial to have a personal injury attorney who can provide you with the necessary guidance and support.
For most people, the very first time they're in a car crash, they may not know what to expect. One of the most important things is to make sure that you're okay. Forget about the insurance, forget about everything else, just make sure you physically are okay first and foremost. Even if you don't feel immediate injuries, which is most of the time for most people, they have a lot of adrenaline pumping, they've just been in a traumatic event. It is important that you go and seek some sort of medical treatment to at a minimum document it. If it doesn't exist on paper, the claims process that's going to come later on down the road, they're not going to believe that you're actually hurt if you didn't document that injury from the beginning. After that, that's when you need to start thinking about who's going to handle the medical bills. Where does my continuing medical treatment go? How does the claims process work with an insurance company? Remember, the insurance company is adverse to you. They do not want to pay you lots of money for your medical expenses. Many times they will try to limit the amount that they actually have to pay, or they'll mislead you and say, for claims like this is the only amount we're allowed to pay. The only amount that you're allowed to collect is what the jury ultimately determines at the end of the day.
Geiger Legal Group offers invaluable assistance to individuals facing life-altering situations.
Maybe people are in a crash and they think, I don't need an attorney. A lot of times we'll represent individuals that think they may be able to handle it on their own until they start getting a hospital bill, doctor's physician bill, an ER physician bill, a radiologist bill, or maybe they get a bill from a collection agency. They're like, wait. We thought that the other person's car insurance was going to be taking care of these bills. Why are they sending them to me? Unfortunately, the process works that the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent the bill. And until you figure out the mess that is our current system on medical billing, the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent that medical bill and is responsible for that payment. When you hire an attorney, they can make sure that all the medical bills are taken care of and routed appropriately so you're not left on the hook for those medical charges. I believe it's important to retain a personal injury attorney if you've been in a pretty bad accident. One, you're going to do better in the end by hiring an attorney who knows the ropes, who knows how to navigate the complicated process and deal with insurance companies and present your case to a jury if it ultimately goes to trial. Two, you get the ability to relieve yourself of the burden of having to deal with claims, present documents, pleadings of a court filing. You can just turn that over to your attorney and focus on the thing that you need to be focusing on, which is getting healthy. Get to the doctor, get yourself back at work, get yourself back to being the person you were, instead of worrying about all the minutia that comes with dealing with a car accident, insurance claim, or a lawsuit.
Geiger Legal Group allows for the advantage of individualized attention, while also having the capacity to successfully and effectively complete tasks.
So at my firm, we limit the number of cases we take so that we can focus on the cases and make sure that they receive the attention and dedication that they need in this entire process. We do not subscribe to the model where we're going to take every single case that comes in the door and put one attorney on 600 different cases. If you're interviewing with a firm, you're going to want to ask that firm several different questions. Do they have trial experience? Can they take your case all the way to trial if necessary? How many attorneys do you have representing each individual plaintiff? If it's 600 to 1, don't go with that firm. Does the firm primarily focus on personal injury claims? If they're doing general practice and maybe they handle a few personal injury claims, they'll do your divorce, they'll write your will, they're probably not the firm you want representing you in a personal injury claim. We want to make sure that the client at the end of the day gets the majority of the settlement, not the attorneys, not the doctors. When I started this practice in 2017, I set out with a goal to always treat our clients like they're a part of our family. So if anybody calls in, they'll be able to say, hey, this is Mike. Well, hey, Mike, how's your brother doing? How's everything going in your life? Let me tell you about what's going on with your case. If we treat individuals like they are family members, get to know them on a personal level, when it comes time to present their case to a jury, if we have to get there, we'll be able to present it in the best possible light.
Make your insurance work for you, not the other way around.
There are a number of misconceptions about personal injury claims. One of the biggest is the thought that people have to sue the other person and you're going after the other person's assets. 99.9% of the time, you're making a claim against the insurance company. When we bring a lawsuit, the insurance company for the at-fault person is covering the person that was at fault. You're going after that insurance money, and it's okay to do that because our system is set up to do that. So don't feel bad if you have to make a claim to go after and get the insurance money that covered the person that caused you the injury that you had. If you have uninsured motorist coverage and medical payment coverage on your car insurance, you should use those. Many people think, well, I don't want to involve my own car insurance because it's going to cause my premiums to raise. It is against Georgia law for an insurance company to raise rates when you're not at fault in an accident. So if you have uninsured motorist coverage, you should always, always, always use that coverage because it's a benefit to you. So for example, say you get hit by another person and they don't have insurance. If you have uninsured motorist coverage, you know you're protected by whatever the coverage is that you purchased. So always make sure you get uninsured motorist coverage to protect yourself because you can never guarantee who's going to hit you in the event a car crash does happen to you or your family.
You deserve to be treated with compassion and compensated fairly.
When people think of personal injury claims, they typically think of car crashes. Personal injury covers a vast array of other types of claims. Those could be premises liability claims, a slip and fall or a negligent security claim, a dog bite, or a medical negligence claim. Any of those where you feel like you've been harmed by the other's negligence involves a personal injury and gives you a right under Georgia law to recover for damages that you sustained. Our office gives free consultations for multiple different situations and at least allow them to evaluate the claim and let them tell you yes or no, you may have a claim that you can pursue. If you do find yourself in a car crash and you're debating whether or not you should hire an attorney, do not immediately accept the first offer that the insurance company calls you with. Call an attorney, an ethical attorney, and let them say, hey, I think this is a good offer, or no, I think you can do a little bit better. Everywhere you look, there's another attorney advertisement. Either it's good or gimmicky or whatever. Just do your research. Make sure that the attorneys that you hire handle predominantly personal injury and have tried cases before. If you hire an attorney that is just I'll refer to them as a settlement attorney, that's not interested in trying the case, that's not interested in pursuing the case into litigation, they're just going to work the case up through medical bills, send a demand and tell you that's all your case is worth, you're not getting the best possible outcome. Find an attorney that's willing and able to present that case all the way to the end at trial. Don't hire an attorney that holds up big checks. You're not winning the lottery, getting into a crash, holding up a big check saying, look at my settlement. If you've been really badly injured, you need that money to help you pay for your medical bills, to help you get back on your feet, to pay for a rotator cuff injury that's now required surgery to fix and will never be the same. Yes, there's money at the end of the table, but that money is there for a reason. That's to make you whole. I love what I do. I am so passionate about this area because I can see how people can come in, be put in a really rough situation. They've had broken bones, they've got multiple different medical bills coming their way, and all of a sudden they are just being bombarded by an insurance company saying this is all you're going to get, this is the process you have to go through, and they don't know where to begin, they don't know what to do. It is such a rewarding experience for me personally to be able to help them navigate that tough situation and have them achieve a really awesome outcome to put them back on their feet and help change their lives for the better.
To learn more about Geiger Legal Group, visit the website at geiger-legal.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
For our next story, we've whipped up something special. You don't want to miss this.
Pascals Beastro has been one of Peachtree City's most popular restaurants for over 23 years. Today, we're stopping in to see what's on the menu.
My name is Pascal. I went to cooking school in Bordeaux, France, when I was a young man, a long time ago, and came to America in the late 70s for 6 months for an adventure. And I've been here ever since. It's been over 40 years. I've always wanted to have a restaurant since I was a child. So as soon as I had the opportunity and I was able to, I did it. Obviously, and we are very happy with it. It's great. We are part of the community. Everybody knows us, everybody comes here, And after 23 years, you see people's children grow up, and you see legacy, you know, and it's great. It's wonderful. Some people who work here have been here since we opened as well, and everybody who works here has been here for a decade, you know, on average. And it's a good place to work. We are a community. We are a tribe. We work together. We are, you know, we are a team. We take care of each other. So it's, you know, it's my extended family. You know, we take care of each other.
They specialize in French fare as well as American and Southern favorites.
Well, we do a lot of French food because obviously, and you know, steak au poivre and things I learned how to do when I was in cooking school and when I worked in France. We do a bœuf bourguignon, and we do you know, baked flounder and chicken cordon bleu. We also do American food because we are in the South, and you know, I'm not cooking for myself. I'm cooking for my friends and customers. So we do fried chicken and we do shrimp and grits. I'm trying to make it the best possible way, you know, and to improve, you know, a little bit on the recipe to be one step up. And, you know, it's very well received. We make everything from scratch, including the dessert. The key lime pie is delicious. Nothing's frozen, everything's homemade. You know, we actually know how to cook, so we don't buy product pre-made.
Growing up in the area, I've always known about Pascals Beastro. We've enjoyed coming here for a very long time. There is a story behind why we come here. My husband and I decided to have a standing reservation for date night every Friday night at table 22 here in the restaurant, and it's our special time here. Also, as a local business owner, it's one of my favorite things to give gift certificates so they can come and enjoy a wonderful Southern hospitality with his French accent. I love the variety of all the food. I was a chef in my first life, so I very much appreciate wonderful food, all the fresh ingredients, and the staff actually makes you feel just at home here. We usually navigate towards the special, unless it's something that we simply don't eat, but anything on the menu is absolutely incredible. We have some favorites, but mostly we're probably gonna go for the specials. So the specials are always something just a touch different. Since we have been coming for so long, we know the menu backwards and forwards. It does change seasonally, but we enjoy the specials just to add a little bit of variety, because it is always something very unique and created that day.
Well, we do a different special every Friday, and we do it for a week. And it depends on the season. I go to the market every Tuesday morning, and I see what's available. And when the strawberries are good, we do a dessert with strawberries.
The best part? All of the ingredients they use are sourced locally.
So I bought a big van to go to the farmer's market, so I can bring back all that produce. And you know, it's a lot for a restaurant for a week. And when I'm there, I can choose which case of tomato I want, you know, which potato I want this week. I can ask what's in season, where, you know, which berries are good this week, what is good. And I can tell what is good. So that's what I pick. And that's why we have good quality produce. And, you know, and it's local. You know, the farmer's market is local. At lunch, we have a pasta bar that we've been doing for this 23 years. And it's very popular, it's very quick, very simple, very healthy, where people choose their ingredients, they choose their pastas, they choose their sauce. It's completely custom made, fresh in front of them. And it's very inexpensive, you know, because it's pasta. And it's very popular. We have a lot of people who come sometime 2-3 times a week. And I am going to show you how to do it, so you know how to do it like the pros who've been doing it for the last 23 years.
If you're looking for a unique twist on Southern hospitality with French cuisine, Pascal's is a must-try.
Bon appetit! Want to taste for yourself and learn some more? Visit their website, pascalsbistro.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.